In today's world, energy plays a crucial role in supporting global development, and one of the key contributors is the oil and gas industry. This video focuses on Petronas oil rig operations, specifically in the area of drilling. Drilling is a complex and high-risk process that involves heavy machinery, extreme pressure, and hazardous substances. While it is essential for energy production, it also presents significant safety hazards that must be carefully managed. In this video, we will explore the various hazards associated with Petronas drilling operations, including physical, chemical, and environmental risks. We will also highlight the importance of safety procedures, risk control measures, and awareness in preventing accidents and ensuring the safety of workers and surrounding communities. Understanding this hazard is important not only for industry professionals, but also for the public. SFT is a shared responsibility in maintaining a secure and sustainable energy sector.
To begin with, the primary cause we are examining here is flammable gases. If this gas comes into contact with a spark from an ongoing welding job, specifically the one that wasn't properly isolated or managed under a strict working permit, we may cause the hazard to occur. The immediate risk following the ignition is nothing short of catastrophic. We are looking at a potential full-scale rig explosion, which can compromise the entire infrastructure within seconds. The human and operational effects of such an event are devastating. It results in severe burns, smoke inhalation, serious injuries, and fatalities among the crew. This highlights why isolation and gas testing are absolutely non-negotiable.
Dangerous machinery. The cause of this hazard is when machinery unexpectedly restart their maintenance work because the LOTO, which stands for Lookout or Takeout, procedure is not properly implemented. LOTO is important to ensure that all energy sources are isolated before maintenance begins. The risk is that workers may get caught in or entangled with fast-moving machine parts if the machine suddenly starts operating. The effect can be very serious, including amputation of limbs, severe fractures, entanglement, or crush injuries. These injuries may result in permanent disability and can even be life-threatening. Falling objects. The cause of this hazard is tools or equipment becoming loose at high locations on the derrick due to continuous quick direction. When these items are not properly secure, they may fall from height. The risk is that the falling object can strike workers who are working below the derrick area. The effect can be extremely serious, including skull fracture, traumatic brain injuries, paralysis, and even fatalities or instant death, depending on the size and weight of the falling object.
Let's talk about a major safety issue we all face: fatigue. It's not just about being tired, it's a dangerous chain reaction that we can break down into 3 steps: the cause. It all starts with extreme work schedules. We are talking about working 12-hour shifts for 28 days straight. On top of that, not getting proper sleep. Secondly, the risk. When you push a person too hard, their brain slows down, they lose focus, their reaction times drop, and they start making mistakes. The effect is, if we don't fix it, it leads to severe burnout and chronic exhaustion. At that point, the risk of a serious job accident on the job skyrockets. Let's talk about a hazard that is less visual, but equally damaging over time, which is noise exposure. The root cause is in daily operations. Our crew frequently work near heavy machinery, such as loud generators, drilling machines, or compressor operating at intensities greater than 90 decibels, while failing to use a proper ear protection. Because noise damage accumulates quietly, the underlying risk is permanent inner ear damage. Prolonged exposure to high-intensity noise permanently destroys the delicate hair cells in the cochlea, which cannot be regenerated. Consequently, the effect drastically impacts a worker's quality of life and safety. It leads to noise-induced hearing loss, NIHL, and tinnitus, which is a constant, exhausting ringing in the ears. Operationally, it causes severe communication difficulties, and most dangerously, an inability to hear safety alarms on the floor, compounding the risk of other workplace incidents.
There are actually ways to control all these hazards. First of all, fire and explosion. To keep things safe, we use gas detection systems, install blowout preventers, BOP, and make sure everyone knows the emergency response plan. Secondly, dangerous machinery. We protect workers by putting safety guards on machines, using lockout or tagout rules during repairs so machine can accidentally turn on, and providing regular safety training. Third, falling objects. To protect anyone walking below, we require hard hats, make sure tools are tightened out with the lanyard, and block out exclusion zones where people should walk. Fourth, fatigue. Going back to our last slide, we fight fatigue by fixing the schedule. That means using proper shift, rotation, and making sure everyone gets enough rest time between shifts. Finally, noise. To protect everyone's hearing, we hand out earplugs, ear muffs, and constantly monitor noises in loud areas. If we keep an eye on these hazards and use these fixes, we can keep the workplace safe for everyone.
To reduce hazard in petronas building operation, several safety measures must be applied. First, for fire and explosion risk, continuous gas detection and strict permit to work procedure are essential, especially for spark-producing tasks. Next, for machinery hazard, lockout and take-out procedure must be enforced during maintenance, along with proper machine guarding. To prevent injuries from falling objects, workers should use tool cases and avoid clearly marked break zones. In terms of noise exposure, acoustic enclosure should be installed and workers must wear hearing protection such as earplugs and ear muffs. Lastly, fatigue must be managed by limiting working hours and ensuring proper rest in quiet living quarters. Overall, these measures are important to ensure safety and prevent accidents in oil drilling operations. In conclusion, offshore oil drilling is a high-risk environment that exposes workers to serious dangers, from fire and explosion to long-term health effects like hearing loss. Human factors such as fatigue and errors can further increase this risk, making proper rest and awareness is very important. To reduce this danger, strict safety procedures, proper equipment, and the use of protective gear must always be followed. Most importantly, a strong safety culture is essential, where every worker is trained, alert, and confident to stop work when a hazard is identified. Overall, safety is not just a rule, but a shared responsibility to ensure everyone returns home safely.